The vineyard is in Yonville. It's why she probably mentioned Yonville.
Yeah.
Tocade is a project that I did on my own. It's a very small amount of wine. It's a wine that I like to drink. I like Sauvignon Blanc. And I've been here for 25 years. I came here working for Gallo first. And I
Wow.
came from Bordeaux where I was making a lot of Sauvignon Blanc.
Wow.
And when I came here and I tested what they had, I didn't like too much. So I tried to figure out what I could do to make something I like, or something which is more like a Sauvignon Blanc. Because 25 years ago, they were doing malolactic oxidation on Sauvignon Blanc. So the taste was not there. So
Did you make it for Gallo or just made your own?
oh, I made for Gallo. Then that was 25 years ago.
Yeah.
I was research and development for them. Then after I worked for Mondavi, I made a lot of Sauvignon Blanc for them. I work as a research and development all the time. So I was not a winemaker. I was someone who was exploring some other option for them in the vineyard, in the process of winemaking. Then when Mondavi was bought, I lost my job and I worked a little bit, like 4 years for Trinchero family too. And I made a lot of Sauvignon Blanc for the brand of Söderholm. And then at that time in 2006, I started my own brand on the side. It was very small. And in 2006, I met also a client who wanted me, who had a vineyard of Sauvignon Blanc, and they wanted me to make Sauvignon Blanc for them. So years after years, in 2009, when after the crash, the economic crash, and I didn't want a research and development anymore at Trinchero, I started to work only on this project plus my client project. It's what I do today.
You only
Today
consult.
I manage also the vineyard of my clients. I'm sorry.
You're a consulting winemaker now.
And I do the vineyard for them. I take care of their vineyard because they have a vineyard in Calistoga with a lot of Sauvignon Blanc and different variety, Cabernet France, Cabernet Sauvignon, Tempranillo, Petite Syrah, and a little bit of Verdelho also, which is a white variety. So we do a lot of different wine. I make it, and one person is selling it, but I take care of the vineyard also because everything starts in the vineyard.
You said you were doing something before you got into wine. Was that like chemistry or something?
I'm a scientist, so I went to the university and I was graduate with a biochemistry degree. And then after that, I didn't know what to do. And I met the people of the Institute of Œnology in Bordeaux, and they were looking for biochemists to do research. And I went into a program of PhD, very applied, and my PhD supervisor had a vineyard, and so every year we were making wine because it was applied. So I was working on the project to, it was on enzyme. You know, you use enzyme to settle juice.
The enzyme, right?
Orange juice, but also grape juice to make white wine. So we were developing, we were helping a company to make better enzyme, and so it was what I was doing. So every year I was trying the enzyme into the wine making process. So
Wonderful.
I was making wine every year. So that's what I did before.
It seems we have some of our other wines, little guy wines and gals. They seem to have a background in science or chemistry, and then they gravitated towards wine.
It's true because it's like food science. It's you need to understand the product to make it.
Of course. So where in Yountville generally is the vineyard?
It's next to the river, the Napa River.
Oh, back there, where they're actually doing like what do you call that? The repairing the banks of the river now.
Yes.
Okay, I know exactly.
One side is Stag Leap area, the other one is still Yountville, so it's in this area.
Beautiful. I couldn't think about it, but there's a lot of vineyards in Yountville that you don't,
Yeah. But you have to keep in mind that Napa doesn't have a lot of Sauvignon Blanc anymore because it's a question of money.
Yeah.
So people pull the wide variety, they plant cab. So now we have ton of cab and not a lot of white.
Right, you're right.
And Yountville, it's a nice area because it's cool. This vineyard was planted a long time ago, old-fashioned, like 12 feet between the vine. And because to make white, you need a lot of water.
Yeah.
Because you make wine with the juice. And if you don't have juice, if you have very small berry, it's very difficult to make wine, white wine. So especially for Sauvignon Blanc, you need a vigorous vine to produce all this precursor of aroma. And this aroma that I like, but not everyone like it, but I like the grapefruit, the passion fruit. There is a little bit of spice in this vineyard because it's extremely vigorous. No malolactic. And I protect from oxidation from the vineyard to the bottle. It's the other thing because all this flavor, they disappear with oxidation.
Right. Is there any oak on this wine at all?
No.
It's lovely. It is so fresh and juicy, and we're going to have scallops tonight.
Good.
In honor of you.
So how long have you been making this Sauvignon Blanc?
This one, especially since 2006.
Wow. And how much do you make? How much do you make now?
Around 200, 250, 300 cases. And I could tell you 2020 was an excellent vintage. Small berries, small yield, 25% less than the previous vintage. Then the fire arrived, and there are a lot of people who are not in the fire area because it's like pocket of smoke. And they came and they write, oh no, this vintage is no good. And it's not true. There are a lot of good stuff. So it's hard to compete with all this press who could trash the vintage.